guys. Okay, so I know I've been doing like a million videos. I'm really just trying to get your requests, done, and I have a lot of time because school starts really late for me, so really I have all the time in the world to do YouTube right now. So, someone messaged me about doing a sort of, like a confidence video and stuff like that, and I know, like, high school and, well, really just going through life, like, being different, quote-unquote, than, like, other kids and other people can feel, like, lonely, especially if you don't have, like, a group of friends who are similar to you. Because I know, like, through high school and middle school, like, my friends were, okay, first of all, don't take me as a saying, like, I don't like skinny people or thinner girls or anybody in between. I don't only like people my size or whatever. But I really felt, like, alone in high school and middle school sometimes because my friends were thinner than me, and, they had boyfriends, and they had guys who liked them, and I had this one friend who, like, she had, like, a different boyfriend every week, and while that has its issues, I never had that feeling like, oh, all these different guys want me, you know what I mean? And it kind of sucks because, in high school, you want to have that experience. My freshman and sophomore year, like I said, I told you guys before in another video that I went to a public high school, and I really felt, like, lost. Like, I didn't know a lot of, I knew a lot of people in my grade and stuff, but, like, I wasn't ever known for anything. And I just kind of felt like I was drifting through, didn't really know my place. I had friends, and then, like, in 10th grade, me and my friends fell out, so, part of 10th grade, I started to feel really lonely, and then I actually lost, like, 30 pounds, and, I didn't feel good about myself before then, and I lost weight, and I don't want to say, like, oh, because I lost weight, that made everything better in my life, because that's not true, but, I started to, like, accept my body more and accept how it was, and I started really taking care of my body, so I was, like, getting active, and, I really didn't even change my eating habits, honestly. I had one friend that I would hang out with, and she came to my house, like, every weekend for, like, a couple months, and we walked everywhere. Like, literally, we walked to our other friends' houses, we walked to Kroger, which is a grocery store, we walked to the mall, we walked everywhere. And just by me taking that different step, like being more active, I lost a lot of weight from doing that. And I started carrying my lunches. And I'm not trying to tell you guys, oh, you need to lose weight. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you take care of yourself and when you take care of your body, and taking care of it doesn't necessarily mean eating less. I like to indulge in things. I like eating cake. I like eating fun things. It feels good. It tastes good and everything like that. And it sometimes is really fun to make. But also, instead of taking stuff away from your diet, or from, not diet, but you know what I mean, like the stuff that you normally eat, add stuff. Like, add more fruits, add more vegetables. It'll improve your skin. It'll improve the way you feel. It'll make you, really feel healthy and vibrant and stuff like that. I know with me, I always feel better when I'm getting enough water, when I'm getting enough sleep, when I'm, eating vegetables, getting my vitamins and stuff like that. It really helps. So, like I said, and getting active. It doesn't mean you have to do some strenuous sport or get a personal trainer or, do something that's fun for you, whether it's yoga or Pilates or whatever, walking. I always like walking because it gives me time to think. It doesn't have to be like, strenuous walking, but I can honestly, like, go outside and walk for an hour and just think about stuff or listen to music or whatever. So whatever works for you. And if you really don't want, or not a person who likes to, like, get active or whatever, or you don't really like being outside or anything, even, like, socializing with other people is a great way you feel better about yourself, If you can express yourself to people, find some way to express yourself. I know a lot of girls love to read. Try a different genre of book. Like, if you normally read, those teen lit books with, like Gossip Girl or the Click books or something like that. Try a different kind of book. Try a book that you've never read before, you know, like a biography on someone you admire or something like that. Those are different ways just to do something different in your life, and they can really make you feel good. Another tip is really, like, it's really hard to just say this, but like, learning to accept your body. Like I said, in 10th grade I started to come into my own. I started like really putting effort into the way I looked and dressing up and doing my hair and that kind of stuff. And that can really make you feel better about yourself, you know. It sounds a little superficial, but when you look good, you feel good. So taking that extra 5 minutes in the morning and thinking about your outfit that you're going to put together, or putting on a little bit of makeup. You don't have to have a full face of makeup on. You really don't have to wear makeup at all. But sometimes it can just put a little pep in your step. I mean, putting some lip gloss on or putting some lip balm on, you know, it just gives people that message that she cares about herself, I should care about her too. Or himself, for that matter. Excuse me, I keep burping. But, also, you know, I know finding clothes, depending on what size, you can be really difficult. I've struggled with that myself, you know, when you want to, before they had Faith 21 and, you know, all that stuff, it was like really hard to find clothes that I like, that fit me well, and, you know, it was never fun. Clothes shopping wasn't fun for me. Going to dressing rooms, like, there was honestly a point in my life, probably from like 8th to 9th grade, where I could literally like not look in the mirror because I felt so awful about myself. And, you know, I really just started, there's this great YouTube video. It's called Fat Rant. It's by Joy Nash. And like, I started to, you know, read read online and watch videos about fat acceptance and stuff like that. And I learned that once I started to accept my body and learned about myself, and like express myself creatively, I really started to feel better about myself. Like, I truly did. And, you know, talking about your feelings to someone who can identify with you, and I know it's not always easy to find someone in your life who you can talk to like that, but there are some great support groups, like OA, it's Overeaters Anonymous, and it's like AA, but it's for people with eating disorders. And, you know, bulimia and anorexia aren't just eating disorders, but binge eating is an eating disorder. And I've had my bouts with binge eating. I mean, where you'll maybe not eat anything through that day, and then you'll eat a lot of food, and you'll feel really bad about it, and your stomach will hurt, and your chest will be pounding. I know a lot of people experience that, and I definitely have, and it's a really embarrassing thing to talk about, but it doesn't have to be. And then the more you keep quiet about it, the more that it's going to hurt you and, no pun intended, but eat away at you, you know? It's going to hurt, and it's a way that a lot of people use to deal with their emotions instead of talking about them. So Overeaters Anonymous is a great program, and it's not a diet thing, it's not a Weight Watchers, it's I need to go and talk about the way I feel today. Nobody's going to pressure you into do this diet and try this or whatever. It's not going to be shoved in your face that you're too fat to have fun. Okay. I'm done with my little rant. Next tip. You know, like I said, in 9th and 10th grade, I didn't really have like a lot of guy attention, at least not in the romantic sense. And then when I went to boarding school, which is a lot smaller school, I did start to express myself more, and I actually had, in the summer between 10th and 11th grade, before I went to boarding school, there was this guy who I really, really liked, who I worked with this summer at the YMCA, which I've worked there for 3 years actually, or 4 years now. And I told him I liked him, and I never told a boy that I liked him before, and it was really, really scary, but I did it. And he actually didn't have a bad reaction to it. You know, whether he liked me or not, he just basically said, you know, you're a great girl, and I really hope that you find someone. But he was like, I'm going away to college. You know, I don't think it's going to work out between us, blah, 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 blah. But that aside, you know, the next year I really found someone who I was compatible with, someone who I really love and really care about. And just that alone, getting over that hump of telling a boy you like them, is a really good thing. But hold on one second. I'm going to be back with the rest of this video. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.